Hail Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment.
And with all sense of responsibilities as leaders, because it is meaningless for us sitting while people are being killed on daily basis by criminal elements. There is no moral justification for leaving these unfortunate and callous people who doesn't want people to live in peace. It happens in many countries of the world. Any criminal element who wanted to fight the government must be faced squarely without fear or favor, no matter what position he is, or no matter which tribe he is, or no matter which religion he is, because Nigeria has a very cosmopolitan nature of people living peacefully for their daily end means. So there is needs, Mr. President, we have to face the security agencies to do their work respectively, responsibly, and to make sure that if there is political will, this criminal element is a matter of a month to deal with them decisively by air, by ground, and by any means to ensure that they were eliminated, because there is no countries that will succeed in that nature of killing people and leaving people hopelessly. That is why most of our governors are against even the making of peace with these criminals. If they have peace in Katsina, they will go to Zamfara. If they have peace in Kaduna, they will go to Katsina. So this criminal element, if they are sincerely holistic, want to live in peace, so they should submit all their arms. If you go to Southern Kaduna, I have been seeing the kind of killing and the ethnic killings they are doing. So there is need, Mr. President, to face these people squarely and responsibly as government. I so move, Mr. President. This unfortunate situation is happening on a daily basis, and it's very unfortunate. There is need for the security agencies to face these challenges squarely. And very importantly, it happens in my senatorial district on Thursday. In Ansabau, they kill 8 people. 2 are military officers and 6 are civilians. In Ilali, in Matazu local government, the same date, they kill 4 people. In Kafur local government, they kill 6 people. In Bakori local government, they killed 5 people. About 29 lives was lost, and it's very unfortunate.
Yes. Give us an idea. Yes, an idea is last week, part of my constituency were under attack by herdsmen, and they ran over about 7 villages, burned down completely, Mr. President, and they killed and scores of people, foodstuff, livestock, and other valuable economic resources have been crippled down, burned down completely in Billy local government of my constituency. 1999 as amended, provide that every person has the right to life and no one shall intentionally be deprived of his or her life. Also note that Section 41 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended provides that every citizen of Nigeria is entitled to move freely throughout Nigeria and to reside in any part therein. The Senate alarmed that suspected herders armed with dangerous weapons during the late hours of Wednesday to early hours of Thursday, 11 December 2024, invaded communities of Sansani, Kalindi, Owishi, Laushi, Daji villages, Kalme district in Biliri local government senatorial district of Gombe South on motorbikes, attacked and killed several residents, including a cleric, and also burned down residential houses, large foodstuffs, livestock, and many scores were displaced. Worried that such a development is threatening the peace and security in the area and neighboring states, such as Taraba, Bauchi, Adamawa State, and had negatively impacted food sufficiency and major economic activities. Aware that the primary duty and obligation of government is to ensure the protection of lives and properties in every Nigerian, the Senate resolved therefore to observe 1 minute silence in honor of the deceased constituents. 2. Urge the Inspector General of Police, Chief of Army Staff, and the Director General of DSS to investigate, arrest, and prosecute these criminal gangs to serve as a deterrent for the future. Also, urge the IGP of Police and Chief of Army Staff to urgently establish police and military joint task force in Billiri local government area to put a stop of these incessant killings. Urge the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, National Emergency, and Northeast Development Commission to provide relief materials to the victims to cushion the effects of these unwarranted attacks. And mandate the Senate Committees on Legislative Compliance, mandate the Senate Committees on Legislative Compliance, Police Affairs, and National Security and Intelligence to ensure compliance to provide solutions for. Thank you, Mr. President.
My name is Senator Abdul Ningi, and I represent Bauchi Central of Bauchi State. Mr. President, let me join Senator Tony in also commiserating and paying condolences to those who lost their dear lives. Mr. President, Sansani, Kalendi, Fawashi are all familiar villages to me. You recall that Gombe was part of Bauchi State, and this territorial district is particularly known to me because I have a relationship that dates back to 40 years. And therefore, when I see these things, I remember the good old days during Christmas, around periods like this, that we traverse for a week before Christmas between Gombe, Kansani, Fawashi, Billiri, Kaltungo, and all those areas. We spend like very good 1 week transversing to commemorate the Christmas period of every given year. And it's this kind of sweet memories still linger in some of our minds. And that the signal that this marauder sent is that people should not enjoy their Christmas. Mr. President, I don't know how many times as Parliament are we going to be discussing these issues, which has become a tradition. Month in, month out, we'll bring some of these things to the notice of the Nigerian authority. By and large, I think we need to go beyond these issues and try to take a stock, a holistic stock, Mr. President, especially at this December period, and try to come up with ideas as to why the persistence from one state to the other, especially within the northern Nigeria and some part of eastern and southern Nigeria around this period of time. These problems are becoming pervasive, and the non-state actors are gaining ground to make signals that all is not well and probably we are not in control. I think this chamber must raise to expectation, Mr. President, and do the needful. I believe this motion is apt, is timely, but I do not think we must keep on doing what we are doing and bringing in same arguments without resolving change. Lastly, Mr. President, I'm concerned. Throughout this motion, my brother did not mention the role of the state government. You and me, as a former governor, I wasn't. You know, over 500 million, the least, is paid to some state governors for what they call a security boards. Senator Dixon said that's not true. I have governors' friends. Mr. President, My argument, it is not whether 500 million is for a security board. But I know as a matter of fact, as a matter of institution, that every state government or governor has what he calls security board. I'm not sure about the amount. The issue is, what does that security board represent? Mr. President, you're a governor. I want governors here. I want you, sir. I want governors who are here. What does that security board represent? And why is it every time there are security issues, nobody mentions as the role of the governors? Why is the role of the governor? What are they supposed to be doing with the security board? Even though maybe that is their way of thinking. But I'm concerned, Mr. President, that every time we do these things, almost on a need basis, no mention of what a governor could do or can do. I know that chief security officers of the state, the constitution says so. Governors are the chief security officers of the state. The controlling apparatus, of course, is in Abuja, but what is the role? We need to do that. And when we do that, then we need to evaluate and find a balancing act. What a state governor should do, what the president should do, what the chief of army staff should do, what the inspector general of police should do, and so on and so forth. And that is my concern. But this is a beautiful motion, and we'll commensurate with them, Mr. President.
This unfortunate situation is happening on a daily basis, and it's very unfortunate. There is need for the security agencies to face these challenges squarely, and very importantly, it happens in my senatorial district on Thursday. In Ansabau, they kill 8 people. 2 are military officers and 6 are civilians. In Ilali, in Matazu local government, the same date, they kill 4 people. In Kafur local government, they kill 6 people. In Bakori local government, they kill 5 people. About 29 lives was lost, and it's very unfortunate. And I want to advise, very sincerely speaking, the military, the police need to do more in terms of facing this challenge, because Nigeria is blessed and we have all the resources to face this criminal element, to face them squarely with a sustained, coordinated operation and with all sense of responsibilities as leaders, because it is meaningless for us sitting while people are being killed on daily basis by criminal elements. There is no moral justification for leaving these unfortunate and callous people who doesn't want people to live in peace. It happens in many countries of the world. Any criminal element who wanted to fight the government must be faced squarely, without fear or favor, no matter what position he is, or no matter which tribe he is, or no matter which religion he is, because Nigeria has a very cosmopolitan nature of people living peacefully for their daily end means. So there is needs, Mr. President, we have to face the security agencies to do their work respectively, responsibly, and to make sure that if there is political will, this criminal element is a matter of a month to deal with them decisively by air, by ground, and by any means to ensure that they were eliminated, because there is no countries that will succeed in that nature of killing people and leaving people hopelessly. That is why most of our governors are against even the making of peace with these criminals. If they have peace in Katsina, they will go to Zamfara. If they have peace in Kaduna, they will go to Katsina. So this criminal element, if they are sincerely holistic, want to live in peace, so they should submit all their arms. If you go to Southern Kaduna, I have been seeing the kind of killing and the ethnic killings they are doing. So there is need, Mr. President, to face these people squarely and responsibly as government. I so move, Mr. President.
To register my solidarity to my friend,
Senator Anthony Siako. And also extend my condolences to the people of his senatorial zone that lost their lives, and wish those that had injuries quick recovery. Mr. President, we need to do something about what the bandits are doing almost everywhere in this country, particularly in the northern part of the country. For us in the Northwest, it's no longer something new, it's something we face every day. But to have the extent that some parts of Northeast where this problem does not, did not exist before now, I think it's something that all those that are given the responsibility to restore peace and order in that area stand up and deal with this matter so that it doesn't get to stage we are now in the Northwest. And I quite agree with the mover of the motion, and I also support him that all that needs to be done should be done to make sure that it does not happen any longer. That everything that needs to be, of course, Senator Abdul Ningi raised an issue that government should come in. Yes, government should come in, and as said by the Senate President, the issue of security is everybody's business. Not only the state government, everyone, even individuals, should come in to help, to assist people of that area. Make sure that it does not happen again, and to extend every assistance possible to those affected by the failures out of these bandits. We shouldn't allow them to remain alone. We should stand by them. We need our support at this time. Senator Anthony needs our support. That's why I decided to contribute to this debate. A white man who is always up and doing to help his people. So we support you. I'm sure the entire Senate, I urge you, all of you, to support his bid to make sure that SOCO is brought to bear, to his people, so that they can have some relief. The President has me. Thank you.
Senator Zam.
President, distinguished colleagues, I am Senator Dr. Titus Statengezam. I represent the dynamic people of Benue Northwest Senatorial District. The President, I rise to express my condolences to the people of Biliri local government area of Gombe State on this sad incident of having the misfortune of being attacked by herders. Mr. President, you will recall that I had sponsored a bill here advocating for a permanent solution to this problem. And the permanent solution lies in establishment of ranches so that herders and their herds will be confined to specific locations rather than grazing and moving about, clashing with other people in their homes and communities. That bill was recommended for public hearing to the Committee on Judiciary. As we speak, not much has been heard about it. And for long as herders and their herds move around freely, there will be incidents of clashes. So when we listen to debates here, sometimes one gets confused. In one breath, we try to lay blames on others. Meanwhile, we have not even played our own part. This matter can only be resolved through a legislation criminalizing moving around freely with animals. That's the only solution. So let us go ahead and pass this bill into law so that we can have a basis to measure when one goes wrong. When you go out of your ranch to encroach on someone's land, then the law will take its course. So I would suggest once again that let the relevant committee carry out that public hearing so that we can pass a law limiting the movement of cows and others all over the place. I want to join my colleagues in sympathizing with the people of Gombe State who have lost their loved ones, and re-emphasize that let this public hearing be conducted so that we put this matter to rest. Other than that, We will continue to lament and pray for lost souls every now and then. I thank you, Mr. President, for giving me this opportunity to talk. Thank you very much.
Is there anybody who is opposed to this bill? No. So we go straight into the prayers.